Modern revolvers have evolved significantly from their black powder origins. Even though semi-automatic pistols now dominate most defensive carry and duty roles, these old-school wheel guns haven't faded into obscurity. They continue to earn respect for their simplicity, reliability, and ruggedness qualities that serious shooters still value. That said, one area where revolvers traditionally fall short is ammunition capacity. When you compare a standard 6-shot revolver to a compact semi-auto, you're often working with only a third or even a quarter of the total rounds. On board, a clear disadvantage when sustained fire might be necessary. Luckily, there are several revolvers on the market today that break that old 6-round ceiling. In this rundown, we're looking at 6 excellent modern revolvers, built with extra capacity and real-world defense in mind. Number 6. Smith & Wesson 686 Plus Mountain Gun. Smith & Wesson has always set the gold standard when it comes to double-action revolvers, and the 686 Plus Mountain Gun shows why. Inspired by the classic mountain gun that gained popularity for its balance and easy packability, this modern update is chambered in .357 Magnum and bumps the capacity up to 7 rounds, one more than your standard 6-shooter. Built on a medium L frame, it comes equipped with a 4.13-inch tapered barrel that keeps the weight down without giving up control. The fine walnut grips, crafted by Tyler Gunworks, offer a touch of class, while the brass bead partridge front sight provides excellent contrast in both daylight and shadow. Unloaded, it weighs about 35 ounces, hefty enough for recoil management, but still comfortable on the hip. This revolver is just as capable on the trail as it is in a nightstand, featuring details like a beveled cylinder edge for smoother holstering and chamfered charge holes for faster reloads. Most importantly, Smith & Wesson dropped the internal locking mechanism. The much-criticized Hillary hole is finally absent. All in all, it's a premium 7-shot revolver that truly honors the legacy of the .357 Magnum platform. Number 5. Taurus Tracker 992. If you're after a revolver that delivers high capacity without harsh recoil, the Taurus Tracker 992 might be just what you need. This convertible rimfire wheel gun is capable of firing both .22 long rifle and .22 Magnum, all from the same 9-round cylinder. That's a lot of rounds on board for a revolver, especially in a rimfire package. And when paired with quality self-defense loads, it's far from a gimmick. Constructed from stainless steel and equipped with a 4-inch barrel, it weighs in at roughly 40 ounces unloaded. That might seem a bit heavy for a rimfire, but the extra mass makes it even more pleasant to shoot. Felt recoil is practically non-existent. Taurus includes a fully adjustable rear sight and a ramp-style front post that's easy to swap out depending on your shooting preference. Rubber grips with finger grooves help keep control tight, even under rapid fire. It also includes Taurus's internal lock system. Now, I've never been a fan of built-in safeties like that, especially on revolvers, but for some gun owners, that added peace of mind is a feature rather than a flaw. If you're okay carrying rimfire for personal defense, the Tracker 992 is a reliable, high-capacity option worth considering. Number 4. Ruger Redhawk Model 5051. Now here's a sleeper pick that doesn't get the attention it deserves. The Ruger Redhawk Model 5051. Unlike the larger frame, Redhawk's chambered in .44 Magnum. This model sticks with .357 Magnum and does so with a full 8-round capacity. That's impressive for any revolver, especially one as stout and overbuilt as the Redhawk. What makes this model stand out is the compact 2.75-inch barrel, which makes it surprisingly manageable for concealed carry or vehicle use. The slim hardwood grips give it that classic revolver vibe, while still keeping recoil tolerable. It tips the scales at 44 ounces, which helps tame even the hotter Magnum loads. And if you drop down to 38, special, the gun shoots with minimal kick and excellent control. True to Ruger's engineering roots, the Redhawk features a single-coil mainspring system that delivers a smooth, consistent double-action pull and a clean single-action brake. If there's a downside, it's the full-size exposed hammer spur, which can snag during the draw, something a bobbed hammer would fix nicely. These are still in production, but they're not always easy to find. If you run across one, don't think too long. It's a tough, reliable revolver with capacity to match. Number 3. Smith & Wesson M&P R8. Now we're stepping into serious territory. The second appearance from Smith & Wesson on this list is none other than the much-revered M&PR8, a revolver that's built for high performance and tactical versatility. Sitting on Smith's full-size end frame, this performance center creation offers the power of a .357 Magnum revolver with an impressive 8-round payload. Despite that beefy performance, it stays surprisingly manageable on the belt, weighing just under 36 ounces, empty, thanks to its scandium alloy frame, which shaves weight without compromising strength. Right away, you'll notice this isn't your grandpa's wheel gun. There's a machined and Picatinny rail under the barrel, perfect for adding a weapon light or laser unit, especially ones with pressure switches. And up top, the barrel shroud comes tapped and ready for a full-length rail, letting you mount a red dot or reflex optic with zero fuss. Put simply, the R8 is about as close to a modern tactical revolver as it gets ready to go head-to-head with today's tricked-out semi-automatics. Its 8-shot cylinder is cut to accept moon clips, making fast reloads more than doable with a bit of range time. Add in a tuned action and a smoothed-out trigger job from Smith & Wesson's Performance Center, and you've got a revolver that runs like butter. If you love the feel and function of revolvers, but also want access to lights, optics, and fast reloads, the M&PR8 delivers across the board. Number 2. Smith & Wesson 327. The Smith & Wesson 327 might just be the strangest revolver the company ever brought to market, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'll admit, I gave it grief when I first handled one, but it's grown on me over the years. It almost looks like something built by committee, an end-frame revolver with an enormous 8-shot cylinder, chambered in .357 Magnum, yet paired with a short and stubby 2-inch barrel. It's quirky, but there's logic behind the madness. The frame is scandium alloy, while both the cylinder and barrel shroud are made from titanium. That combination keeps the weight shockingly low, just 23 1/4 ounces. Of course, that also means full power. Magnum loads hit like a hammer, but drop in some modern .38. Special wad cutters, especially those tuned for personal defense, and the recoil becomes manageable and incredibly effective. Veteran shooters from the law enforcement and military communities know what wad cutters can do. Those flush-seated rounds punch clean, caliber-sized holes with almost no distortion, great for deep penetration and tissue disruption. And today, manufacturers are once again crafting loads specifically for snub-nose revolvers like the 327. It's a nod to the old ways, but with updated performance. Is it a practical daily carry? Maybe, for the right user. Is it cheap? Not even close. Expect to pay around $1,549, mostly due to the exotic materials used. But if you appreciate specialized gear and want something a little different, this one definitely earns its place. Number 1. Korth Mongoose 8-shot. Now we're stepping into the upper echelon. The Korth Mongoose 8-shot is in a league of its own hand, assembled in Germany to an absurd level of precision. This is a revolver built with no cost-cutting, no shortcuts, and absolutely no apologies. You can order it with either a 4-inch or 6-inch barrel, both chambered in .357 Magnum. Some models even come with an extra cylinder for 9mm, giving it a bit more flexibility. The barrels are forged from 416R stainless steel, with vented ribs and target-style crown work that boosts both durability and precision. The deep black DLC finish gives it a refined, stealthy appearance, and the ergonomic walnut grips are sculpted for both looks and performance. Unlike some of Korth's more flamboyant offerings, like the outrageous NXR, chambered in .44 Magnum, the Mongoose keeps things elegant but deadly. The gold bead front sight, fully adjustable rear, and glassy smooth trigger pull all add up to one of the best shooting experiences you can have in a double-action revolver. If you ever miss your shot with the Mongoose, don't blame the gun. It's about as flawless as a production revolver can get. That said, perfection comes at a steep price. Retail usually lands around $4,499. And that's the roundup 6 high-capacity revolvers that prove the wheel gun isn't just alive, but thriving in the world of modern defensive firearms. Whether you lean towards something practical, like the Taurus Tracker 992, or want to splurge on the master-crafted Korth Mongoose, there's something on this list for every kind of shooter and every type of budget. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment and let me know what caliber you trust most for personal protection. Are you sticking with 38, Special, 357 Magnum, or open to rimfire options like 22 long rifle or 22 Magnum for defense? Before you bounce, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another deep dive here on Marksman's Domain. Stay sharp, stay trained, and I'll see you next time.